What is up, guys? Here we have a friend of mine by the name of Connor, and he was able to win first place with Vayu. His side deck is What's Juicy, and so stay tuned for that one, but we're going to go to the main deck. Do you remember your matchup throughout the whole day?
Yeah, I'd say round one in the pod was against like a quick draw Lightsworn variant. That was actually pretty sick, kind of fun to play against. And then round two, I lost game one, and then I reversed swept. And then same thing happened second round, lost first game, and then won the next two, if I remember right. And that
you
was
played
against like Machina control, like the
volcanic.
Yeah, with shell and quick draw.
And quick draw.
And Blaze Accelerator. So it was an interesting deck. It was, again, like not a super easy matchup, but and then the third round was Vayu Mirror, but he was playing a more standard Vayu list.
Yeah, with no viruses in the main deck.
No virus, at least not that I saw. And then so those are good. And then I played a ton of frogs today with this deck in the other events. Yeah. And this performed really well against those.
Okay, so that's always a good thing to hear. Vayu has a hard match against frogs.
Yeah, so like in my pod I didn't run up against them, and maybe that helped, but also like I played 4 frog matches and I only lost 1, and I lost it to myself. So I felt really good about the frog matches.
Got it. All right. By chance, did you know the second round opponent was like a Monster Mash deck? Or was it like...
It didn't look like Monster Mash. He was definitely on at least, it was like 2 Hamster, 3 Raikou, the gear frames, triple Avarice, because he just Avarice over and over again. And yeah, I think he definitely was using the shells and quick draw. He had traps, he sided Iron Wall into me, like, and I think I won that game.
Good.
No, I lost that.
Anyways, let's go into the deck profile and see what you got cooking up for the main deck as well as the side deck. Stay tuned for that one.
Yes, sir. Alright, so I got kind of your power cards here. Dad Gore's 1 Caius, because I'm not on the full like Hamster Raikou stuff in this deck, so I'm just playing the 1. And then Sork, and I'll talk about the ratios on Sork in a sec.
Did you miss the second Caius at all?
No, he was nice when I saw him, but without Hamster, I don't really want to see him very often.
Got it, alright. So you're not playing much Hamsters, huh?
No, I'm not playing any Hamster, and only 2 Raikou, so. And then for the Black Wings, 3 Sirocco.
How did Elfin the Raven treat you today?
He's good because we're playing the Eradicators, and he is another DDV target. I think I summoned him out of my hand once, and it was like a tribute summon just to get extra damage. Yeah, I don't love drawing him. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest.
Yeah, but at least you can make Armor Master. So
yeah, you can make Armor Master straight off.
First turn DDV almost.
Yeah, exactly. First turn. Well, Sirocco is also a first turn DDV, but he's a first turn EEV, which is nice. Yeah. And I guess it just hasn't come up, but I'm gonna keep playing him and see how I feel in the future. And then this is standard. Yeah.
Well, it's not so standard since you're not playing Hamster and Raikou.
Well, I mean, this like the Blackwing.
Yeah.
The Blackwings besides that.
And only 1 Caius.
Yeah. All right, and then Trip Greffer. Double Armor Knight, because we're playing the Elfin, so you got the extra target. And in my standard Vayu list, I was already playing 3 Greffer because it just feels like all your good opening plays revolve around Greffer, and Armageddon Knight just feels so weak to normal summon. But with the amount of darks in here, I feel like I can justify these.
Sure.
We've got the Plague Necro for the darks. Obviously just fantastic. And then a little bit sauce.
Okay.
Cider's in the main, because how I was feeling with this deck was it was having trouble the way that Vayu has trouble a lot of times, which is like 1800 normal summon can just be really hard to get over if you can't set up a Vayu play. So like sometimes I'll just lose into that. Also, the Machina matchup is really hard. So just having this, and more and more people are on the Machina matchup, or like on Machina now. So having this in the main just makes that feel a lot more winnable. And they're never expecting a main deck Cyber Dragon. And it helps with the Caius too, because with the tributing traps, you're taking your big guys off the board a lot. So that's like a Vayu summon that you can't tribute for Caius, or it's just another guy you don't have on the board. So just being able to special summon a big guy that can swing over like Kaiku and stuff is super helpful.
Okay, good to know.
And
Light Monster.
So exactly, for Sork. Because we're only playing 2 Raikou. So this puts us back up to the same number of targets as you have in a normal Hamster Raikou build. because Hamster acts as the extra target, and so here you have the 2 side drill.
I'm assuming you play charge.
Yeah, I'm playing charge
Okay.
as the fifth target. Yeah. So these are still good. It just feels like Raikou Hamster's really slow right now, and it just gets blown out by frogs, and like it just felt worse and worse like over time for me playing Raikou Hamster, and especially with so much hero frog and stuff that really punishes it. So these have been getting sided out a lot, but game 1, I mean, I still want to have them in, and they're still good in a lot of matchups.
Sure.
But yeah.
Good to know.
And then the 1 trooper.
The troop.
For spells, MST heavy.
Yep.
Pretty simple. Allure, brain, Rhoda, charge, aerial.
Broken.
Yep, all the broken stuff. I think that's super standard for Vayu lists.
Yeah, I haven't seen
nothing special there.
Yeah.
And then the traps.
Sometimes they do cut the charge light brigade though.
Yeah, sometimes they do. I like it here. Even with the 2 Raikou, it's like, because you're not milling that much.
Yeah.
So it still feels fine.
You need it, yeah. Main phase 1 especially.
Yeah, there was in the first pod I played, I sided out the Raikou and I forgot to side on charge.
Oh my gosh.
And I opened it and I just like set it as a bluff and sat there all game with the dead charge.
That's
It was bad.
Yeah, don't do that, guys.
I know. Yeah, don't forget.
Don't forget that.
So for the traps, we got 2 bottomless, 2 prison, and then 2 DDV. Here's all the 2 ofs. I think these are pretty standard.
Yeah.
Main decking this improves the frog, but honestly improves like almost every matchup.
Yeah.
The only things like it doesn't do anything against are like the other like big decks, but even against black ones, like it's fine, you know.
You could hit Blizzard.
Colute and Blizzard, and then you're just playing like
Vayu
not being afraid of a lot of their cards. So it's super helpful. This has been MVP like crazy. And then 1 Icarus in the main. I figure
how do you think? Yeah.
we're already tributing, and this card has just been like, every time I see it, it just feels so good. It hasn't been dead. It like turns Vayu into like a weapon basically. It lets you, like, part of what makes this set good is that people are expecting that your set card is a Raikou or a Hamster. So when you're on Vayu and you set Icarus Vayu, they're not expecting it. I had a game where he had 2 cards set, and I had return, and I already had Icarus set, so I flip return. He bottomlesses the Sirocco I brought back, and I just chained Icarus and blew up his back row.
Nice.
So it's super modular.
Okay.
I love it. I always considered this in my head as the extra dust tornado when I used to sideboard this. So I figured I move it to the main. It helps with the back row heavy matchups game 1, and then
Really good against frogs too.
It's just
they have a dupe block against
outs
you.
to dupe block.
Chain Link 2, Icarus.
Yeah, and I mean you're always running a risk, and it sucks that you have to tribute, yada yada. But it's just such a powerful card. It's crazy.
Good to know. Good to know.
And then power traps.
Power traps and the return. Yes.
Yep, and the return.
Okay, let's go into your side or extra, whatever you want.
Yeah, we'll go side.
Okay.
Or I guess we'll go extra so we can just see the whole thing first.
Extra deck. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go Fortress Dragon.
Yeah, because you made like the.
Yeah, because the main deck Sidrus, that's come up for sure. Cataster, Armory Arm, Black Rose, Double Armored Wing, Brio, Colossal, slide that up. Dark End, Goyo, Stardust, Thought Ruler. Oh, and then the other. I forgot to organize those ones out, but
That's
yeah,
okay.
the other ones. Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty standard Vayu extra. There's really nothing special in here.
Nope.
The card I cut for this when I put the Cyber Dragon in was RDA, and
RDA? Like
Red
Dragon
Dragon Archfiend. I actually really like Red Dragon in Vayu. There's a lot of neat little plays you can do with if you have return and you make RDA and you leave all your Vayus and whatever on board during the entries, you'll blow them all up instead of them getting banished again.
Oh, that's
which
smart.
is sick. Yeah, I really like that. And it's nice into frogs sometimes.
But you're not attacking with them?
No, the little guys. So yeah, you can bring back the big guys, and if you don't have a Black Rose play or something, if you bring back a Gale, you just let them all get blown up, go to grave, and then now your opponent has to deal with it, and you have an RDA.
So return is basically your burial. Another burial.
So return can act as a burial there. Anyway, so I like RDA.
I love that idea. I've never heard of it until now.
Dude, it's so good. It doesn't come up a ton, but especially if you banished a Gale for Solark or Dad or something, it's crazy.
That's something Vayu players that like play this deck exclusively know.
Yeah. So I do kind of miss RDA, but I guess it really didn't come up today, so it was all right. And then into the side, 2 Crow.
All right, the side deck. This is the one we're all waiting.
Yeah, this is the interesting stuff. Okay, so 2 Crow. You know, mostly for Avarice decks and the mirror match, stuff like that. Like, this is pretty self-explanatory. 2 Dyna for Frogs, and MVP. Honestly, he comes in against most things. Just flip summon Fossil Dyna is stupid. Alright, here we go.
Show me the sauce.
2 Facilier.
Uh-huh.
Because we've got 2 Eradicator and 2 Skill-Drain.
Jeez, so you like smokescreen.
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm not gonna take credit for this. I'm gonna shout out my boy Kevin Gonzalez from Car.
Kevin.
Collectible Exchange. He topped 2 big events recently with this type of idea. And yeah, he was like, I was like just not doing good on normal Vayu, having all the problems I was kind of talking about. And he was like, bro, just play the Eradicator and like you can blow out frogs, you just call spells, which happened in the main UTW round 1. I set this Eradicator.
Yeah.
Like he goes Soul Exchange, and then I just Eradicator Tribute. I hit. What did I hit? I hit. So he used the Soul Exchange, and then I hit. I think
Miracle Fusions.
Yeah.
Heavy Storms.
Yeah, I hit. I'm trying to remember what I hit that game. Well, there was one anyway. One game I hit 3 Miracle Fusions.
Yeah.
Another game I hit like Econ. I think like Econ Brain, another spell, and then the Soul Exchange was dead. Another game I hit 2 Miracle Fusions. In round 3, I had all 3 of these cards, and I was
contemplating whether you want to do it.
I was really deciding on whether I wanted to do it, and I played it incorrectly. I should have shotgunned it, and I would have hit double Miracle, Rhoda Ecall.
Absolutely.
And I would have most probably won that game.
Turn off his whole hand.
Yep, and just shut everything down. But I was trying to be cheeky, thinking about the skill drain, and I didn't have any follow-up was my concern.
Yeah.
But because my thinking in that position was like, if he just doesn't, like if he just has like swap and like monarchs, I lose. Right. So
that's why
I was a little concerned. Thinking back, he telegraphed a Miracle Fusion a little bit. I could have done it. So a little more practice on this deck, and I think this would be even better. But this was just MVP. I even put one of these in against Vayu, and it let me hit like Mirror Force, and then you see all these cards.
Traps.
Yeah, I call traps. I like it against. Yeah, it's basically the extra back row removal, like extra heavy storms. And
are you starting out Icarus attack for this?
No.
Because
you can hit the monsters, because you can hit everything. So then, yeah, pretty much. I just want to like see a tribute, and then the tribute cards are all so powerful. They're like, they generally net you so much advantage if you're playing them correctly that like it's fine to see them in extras, and because it'll buy you enough time to see other plays. That's at least my experience on it. And yeah, so calling traps on this is really nice too. It also lets you see all of your opponent's back row. Yeah. So even if like you only hit 1 trap, but okay, well I see the Book of Moon, I know where the Book of Moon is or whatever. Yeah. So it's pretty helpful.
MST.
Yeah. Skill Drain, good card. Really good against frogs. It can conflict with this deck for sure.
Because you're dumping.
Because you're dumping. So you have to be smart about it. And I had 2 different games where I opened double Skill Drain, and it was rough. I'm not gonna lie. So
you go Greffer pitch first.
Yeah, like Greffer pitch first.
Yeah.
So, but it's really good. Obviously, it goes really nice with this deck, and just being able to shut off like it's like an auto win against frogs. Basically, is honestly the main reason it's here. It doesn't come in against much else.
And the rest of your sideboard is like Kaiku.
A little more standard stuff, I would say. Yeah, Kaiku, 1 Vortex, Dust, and then double Oppression.
What's the Vortex for?
Vortex is for basically any deck that I think is going to put in like a big floodgate monster, like Vanity's Fiend. And
because you don't rob Raikou anymore.
Yeah, because I've got 2 Raikou and they're coming out against frogs. So yeah, so Oppression. I mean, Oppression's good. We all kind of know what Oppression's like decent against. But the Vortex is super nice against floodgate monsters, and then like the Machina decks too, because anything that's just like summoning a bunch of guys. Sometimes I'll put it in against Blackwing, like if they're not playing, if the Blackwing player game 1 plays like not conservatively and are just like special summoning everything, then I'll put this in, because I'm just like, let me just blow up everything. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable knowing I just have a big out to stuff.
You can discard your Vayu, and
yeah,
then
and
it's
you
in
can
the graveyard
pitch
now.
Vayu, and then you can play. So that's really nice. Just having a generic card. I mean, if it wasn't this, it'd be Smash and Ground. But since I'm playing discardable cards, I'd rather play the better one, in my opinion. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really in particular here to mention theory-wise, but
I think you're good.
yeah, I think I
got all of it.
I know I yapped.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. Don't worry about it. This is where you can do it.
Yeah,
This is my platform.
So yeah, I think today, like obviously I didn't play the best I could have in the UTW,
Right.
Which shot me out. But I'm looking forward to the Giant card tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, this won't be posted until
this
after you've attended that event.
Yeah, after I've won that event. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. No one's gonna watch this one, so it's fine.
No, they'll watch it. They'll watch it.
Yeah.
Especially if
Alright.
you won first.
Anyway,
Connor, it was nice having you.
Yeah, of course.
On this channel.
Try this deck out. I mean, I don't want to play against you playing this deck, but
Right.
you know, try it out. It feels really good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be you. Peace
Yeah,
out.
dude.